behind in quiet desperation. You know why? Because they're purposeless. If you feel like you don't have a purpose, you feel like you don't fucking matter. You don't know why you're here. You're just walking around aimlessly. Or you're working dead-end jobs because you don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do. So it's like, well, let me just get a job to make money. And this is why people are so unhappy. They're so unhappy because they don't know their purpose. They think, though, determining a purpose is some complicated fucking thing, but it's not that complicated. What's the purpose of anything and everything? The purpose of anything and everything is to help. Period. It's to help. This jacket is helping me. This phone is helping me. This apartment helps me. It's in service to me. Everything is in service to one another, to everybody else, to everything. That's why we're here. Even a dog. The dog you have, its purpose is to make you happy, to provide you comfort. That's the whole thing. Like, everything is in service of one another. If you really break down every single thing in this world and you ask yourself, what's the purpose of everything? It's to provide a service to you. So when you look at yourself and you ask yourself what my purpose is, at the end of the day, it's to be in service of others. That's literally why we are here on the planet. That's it. Then all you got to do is assess your skills. If you make music, your purpose is to be in service of others, to help others through your music. Simple as that. If you're a communicator, you're not just going to talk about anything and everything. You're talking about things that you know can help other people. If you're a comedian, your purpose is to help other people by relieving suffering and making them laugh. It's simple. It's a simple ass concept. It's not fucking rocket science, people, but we make it rocket science. And people sit around wondering, well, what am I supposed to do with my life? It's like, dude, help other people. Be in service of others. But you know what? People don't want to hear the help other people thing because in their mind, they picture themselves being like, I don't know, some volunteer at a homeless shelter. You know what I mean? Which isn't a bad thing to do. It's actually very admirable. But people think like that. They think that that's what it is, or they think it's kind of fake to have a life mission of wanting to help others. But it's like, yo, that's literally all you need to think about. Your whole life will be better. It doesn't mean you need to fucking be a missionary in a foreign country. It doesn't mean you got to do all that. A lot of times it just means how you impact the people around you. And when you adopt that mindset and you think like that, then yo, it makes life so much easier. It affects how you talk to every single person you talk to. Every person you talk to, you're going to lead with kindness. You're going to show compassion. You're going to show empathy. You're going to seek to understand others. I know I sound intense, but this is who I am. I don't walk around, always being super intense. I understand there's different ways to talk. This is a camera. I'm getting on here to put on a little bit of a show for y'all. I know what it's about. But at the end of the day, foundationally, this is who the fuck I am. There's nothing going to change when I turn this camera off or when I'm on the camera. My life is about creating and giving back to people and helping other people. And I'm doing that one step at a time. I would love to be able to donate millions of dollars to a school here, to families here, and to help people like that. And you know what? I'm on my way to that. But first, what I know I can control is my ability to provide good energy and to empower the people that I meet. That's all I do every day. And you know what? My life has gotten so much better. I don't suffer from depression. I don't wake up not knowing what to do with my life. I don't feel any of that because all I do is just wake up and say, you know what? God has given me abilities. He's given me the ability to make music. He's given me the ability to sing, to rap. He's given me the ability to communicate. Okay, I'm here to help others, to be in service of others. How do I use my gifts to help others? But when you don't think like that, you know what happens? You become very selfish. This is how I was. I'm speaking from experience. I was very selfish. And you know what? My music wasn't as good. I wasn't actually making as much music. I was holding back. And then I started realizing, I was like, yo, if I'm holding back because I'm afraid of what people think of me, that's being incredibly selfish. And I'm not actually thinking about the world at large. But once I start thinking about, you know what? God has given me skills and gifts, abilities and talents. I can use these to help so many people. You know what? I have to create. I have to put my art out. I can't hold back. I gotta make these videos. I gotta go in. Let's go. I'm not holding back for nothing. If people don't like it, so be it. Because I know I'm here for a purpose bigger than myself and bigger than the opinions of people who are merely just critics on the sidelines who don't got anything going on, who haven't found their purpose, which is really to be in service. But they don't know this. They'd rather sit on the sidelines and critique. I don't want to focus on them, but we do have to address these people. You know why? Because a lot of people who do have a purpose want their purpose to be present in their life. They want to understand it. A lot of times they're manipulated and controlled by people who don't have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Purposeless people manipulating people who are looking for their purpose. That's a big problem. Our society isn't even purpose-driven. It's money-driven. But I would argue that if people were purpose-driven, the economy would improve, because even if you were working at a gas station, you would be there not just to make money, but you'd say, you know what? I'm going to put a smile on every customer's face. I'm going to make an attempt to. I'm going to have good energy today, every day. And you know what? Anytime I've walked into a job that was one of those, like, you know, I would say dead-end jobs. I worked at a liquor store before. You know, I worked at a 7-Eleven. I worked at a Ross clothing store. I worked at a Chipotle. All the people there that were working there, most of them, if not all of them, they were people who had yet to determine their purpose. They weren't thinking of, like, you know, how can I provide good vibes to people? They were there because they wanted to get their money, which I understand, but they weren't there for anything else. But I consciously knew I have a purpose. I'm here for something bigger than myself. So it changed everything, and I stood out always, immediately, day one. The way that I rung up the customers, the way that I served the food, the way that I talked to the people walking in, I talked to them with good energy. I was interested in them. And I know I sound like I'm like, you know, I don't know, praising myself or celebrating myself. I'm just telling you what it is. This is the truth. Anytime I walk into these jobs or anytime I'm in these environments, I shine naturally. But it's because of the way that I think. And I'm like, yo, every time I go into these environments, I typically stand out because of the effort and the energy that I'm emanating. It's because I'm thinking from the paradigm of I have a purpose here bigger than myself. And immediately you just do better. You just give more effort. It makes it easier to perform. It makes it easier to show up with a smile on your face no matter what. It makes it easier to lead with kindness, to lead with politeness, to lead with charisma so that you can brighten people's day. You know what I'm saying? To have a vibe about you. You have a frequency about you. And it's because it's like, yo, you know you're here for a reason. You're not here just to exist. The people who live like they're here just to exist, a lot of these people, it's like they don't got soul. They ain't got no texture. They ain't got no sauce about them. They ain't got something about them that makes you say like, yo, that person's cool. What's up with that person? You know what I mean? Because they ain't got a purpose. They haven't determined it. And when you live like that, you become a shell of a person. A lot of people live like that. Our society is riddled with that. And I'm like, you know what? I can complain all day, but that ain't going to change nothing. What will change it is if I start making videos and talking about it. If I start really, truly living and breathing by this philosophy that, I'm here for a reason. I don't care about how much money I got or don't got. I don't care about what network I have or don't got, what status I have or don't got. I don't care about what you think or what you see in the external. All I know is what I got inside. And so everywhere I go, I'm going to rock with that frequency. And that frequency is that I have a purpose and I'm here for a reason, and it's here for a reason bigger than me. And that, you know what? I'm going to succeed regardless. I will make money and I will start businesses and I will do a great job. But you know what? It starts foundationally with me knowing I have a purpose. And that every action I take and everything I do and everything I say stems from that. And this ain't no fucking joke. This ain't no fucking like, when When I get on camera, this is who I am. And then when I get off camera, I become a different person. I just, take the tie off, take the suit off, and just, watch and watch TikTok videos all day. You know what I mean? And just like do nothing. A lot of people think that about people because that's what they're doing. But there's people out here who exist who are like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna create ideas to help the world. What can I do? How can I improve the world? How can I inspire people? The highest human act is to inspire people. We're here for that, man. This shouldn't be crazy though. Everything I'm saying to a lot of people, this shit sounds crazy. It's like, this is crazy? This is crazy to you? Do I look crazy to you? It's not crazy. It's not crazy. I think it's crazy that people walk around without a purpose, and I'd be like, yo, how can you live your life like that and be okay with that shit? You know why? Because people are sedated, they're distracted, they got shit they gotta take care of. You know what I mean? So it's easy to disregard it. It's easy to take it not serious. But once again, I can't focus on them. I can focus on me and what I do, and what I'm doing is making this content. You gotta find your purpose. And it's easy to find it. Be in service to others. Simple as that. Now, how do you be in service to others? How do you help other people? You need to look at your skills. You need to look at the things that you are good at. And you need to cultivate those skills. You may need to get a mentorship. You may need to go to school for that. You may need to refine those skills. But you have to find those skills. You have to find things that you're naturally good at, or things that you're doing already. You probably already know what they are. But you're probably like, yo, why don't I have the energy? Why don't I have that like fire in my belly, that energy, that spirit? Like, where is that at? How do I get that? That frequency and that vibration literally comes from the belief that you're here for a reason bigger than yourself. And it's about the world and in your community. That's literally what it is. People don't like to think like this, though. And I'm saying that because I got to keep reminding you so that you understand that it's fucking cool to think like this. Because people think that it's not cool. People think that it's not cool. You may not think that's cool. You may not think that's the cool thing to say and what to think about. But it's like, yo, that's the cool shit to think about. You know what I mean? Like the other day, I was talking to somebody, random person. And somehow we got in the conversation of hobbies. And he was like, what's your hobby? No. I asked him what his hobbies were. And he said he liked to make fish tanks. And I was like, that's fire. You know what I mean? And I was thinking of all these ideas, like business ideas. It's so random, right? But I was thinking about business ideas that what he could do for all that. And then he asked me what my purpose was. He asked me what my hobbies were. And I said, my hobbies in life are to help people. I want to help people. I help people through my music. I help people through my content. I help people through the day-to-day. I teach people how to find their purpose, how to have motivation. I teach people how to monetize their social media accounts. I teach people. I help people. Everything I do is to help. And immediately, it's like the conversation shifted. Immediately, the person was like, whoa, intrigued. Who says that, right? That's the game, baby. Immediately, when you start to adopt the mindset that you're here for a bigger purpose than yourself, you start to shine, baby. You start to have more character, more strength. You know what I mean? People start to see you differently. You start to see yourself differently. Then you start to see yourself as someone who's capable of more than just, the average person who just wakes up, goes to work, comes home, goes to sleep, wakes up, goes to work, comes home, goes to sleep. Repeat. You gotta have a purpose. You gotta believe that you could do more, bigger. The people who believe they could change the world are the ones who do. Steve Jobs said that. Well, he actually said the people who believe, the people who are crazy enough to believe they could change the world are the ones who change the world, baby. When I was 17, I wrote on a dry erase board on my wall, I will change the world. And I kept it up there for like 2 years. Didn't even erase it. It just said, I will change the world. I was like, well, fuck it. What else should I do? I want to keep my hands up. I'm like, let me scratch my nose real quick. I'm like, what else should I do? You expect me just to get a job? That's how people expect me to live. I gotta get this off my chest, but I'll be like, damn. When people don't have a purpose bigger than themselves and they just work jobs, they expect you to do the exact same thing. They expect you to be the exact type of person. They want you to be like them. I'm like, no, I'm not being like you because y'all ain't happy. So many people live their whole lives like that and they're unfulfilled. They don't want to work there. They're not happy. And they're just there to pick up a check. What happens when you're just there to pick up a check, like I said earlier, is that you only do the bare minimum. You don't go above and beyond. It's about going above and beyond. If you want to do extraordinary work, you want to be more than ordinary, you want to do extra, you want to go the extra route, you got to believe that, yo, man, I'm here to help the world. I'm here to help the community. I'm here to help others. Then you will feel compelled to give positive energy. You will feel compelled to do your best. You will feel compelled not to cut corners. You will feel compelled to be disciplined. You will be compelled to persevere. You will be compelled to fuck shit up in all the best, beautiful ways possible. That's what it's about, man. Stop holding back, man. Stop holding back. Stop holding back. Give it your all. You know what I mean? Give it your all. Give it your all, man. You got one life to live. Why hold back, man? Why are people comfortable with just, I don't know, man, living like a life that's just like, I don't know, simple and basic? You know what it is, though? People are asleep. And not only people are asleep, when they're awake, they're under a spell. They're under a spell, frequencies, energies. You know what I mean? You think like one way for long enough and you absorb the energy of the people around you, you think the same way like that, your eyes glaze over. You know what I mean? Your eyes glaze over. And yeah, you may do all the same things that everybody does, you know, you go to the movies, you may go to a sports game here and there, you may, you know, go to the club, do whatever, but it's like, yo, you're here, the lights are on, but, you know, nobody's really home. It may feel like you're there, but it's like you don't really notice until you get around people who are like truly fucking believing that they can do anything. And you know what? It's like, yo, you think I'm like this. I know there's people on another level, and I'm on my way to that level. And it ain't just about me. It's about, man, how we can impact more people, man. We can do so much more with our lives. We just got to know and believe that we can. And it starts with having a purpose, and that purpose being in service to others. When you are in service to others, you'll make more money. That's what people don't understand. When you have the purpose, when your purpose is to be in service to others and you want to help the world, you will make more money just by that paradigm of thinking. Because when you start your business from the foundation of thinking, yo, how can I improve the world and improve the community? It's going to show in your customer service, in the location of your business. It's going to show in the exterior design, the interior design, the vibe, just everything about it. How you conduct yourself as a business owner, all of it will be affected by just the mindset of I'm here in service of others. I can walk into a business and say, because I've been doing digital marketing my whole life, right? Not my whole life, but for like the last 6 years. And I'll say this, I feel like I died 3 years ago. So I feel like, yo, in this new life that I have, it's like I have been doing it my whole life. It's a whole nother conversation. But I walked into businesses and I'm like, this business is here just to make money. It's a means to an end. They have something, people want it, and that's it. You know what I mean? I could tell. They didn't put any effort in. And it's like, I get maybe why they didn't want to put more effort in. I guess from a face value kind of perspective, I see why. Because it's like, yo, we don't want to put this business now. We can make, you know, X amount of dollars. It's up, cool, leave it up, boom, boom. But in my mind, I'm like, you probably make more money if you just like thought about it differently. Because when I walk into the business, the lights are dim. I look at the walls. There's nothing on the walls. Like, there's nothing like that could be maybe inspirational or telling a story. the employees are, they're just there. They got no life about them. The music isn't really on. It's like low. It's just a vibe that's not there. It's just no vibe. I'm like, dude, if you actually had the mindset of like, yo, we want to impact the community, provide a great service, give them a place where they can feel safe when they come and shop, boom, 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 make them feel at home, give them hospitality, people are going to want to come back more. People are going to want to spend more money. It's all about the vibe and just the frequencies that are emitting from that business. And that all stems from the mindset that, yeah, we're here to make money because it's a fucking business. But in order to do that, we have to understand the purpose. And that's to provide a service. And the better way that we could provide service and provide a great value is through the mindset of like, yo, this is here bigger than just making money. And you'll make more money. That's what people don't understand, because you know why? They don't think critically enough. And people have been inundated and programmed with limiting beliefs and just trite, cliche belief systems. You know what I'm saying? That haven't really been actually examined and looked at from different vantage points. So you can break it down and be like, no, this is stupid. Why are we thinking like that? Thinking like that is actually slowing us down. A lot of people think that what they're thinking is going to, help them because it's like the norm. It's, you know what it is? It's easy to think about things the way everyone thinks about it because that's how it is. You know what I mean? It's the status quo. But sometimes you got to think about things a little longer and be like, yo, that doesn't make sense to think like that. Thinking like that actually limits us. You know what I'm saying? It's a limiting thinking pattern. Why not think differently? You know what I mean? If you watch this video up to this point, I know you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But that's all I got for you guys today. I got more to go. I got more to give. And I'm here to give it, you know what I'm saying? But this is what's on my mind right now because I just feel like I got to get this out. You know what I mean? I don't have no script. I press record and I'm like, yo, let's get it, bro. I got it on my dome. I got this on my mind. I know this could help somebody. If anything, at the end of the day, whoever watched this video, I hope this inspires you to grab a piece of paper and say, how can I improve the world with the skills that I have? What can I do to improve my community? What can I do to be a better person for the world? Simple as that. It's going to inspire you to do that. It's going to inspire you to think like that. Think like that every day. Write your purpose down and read it every day. Remind yourself of it every single day. When you do that, it's going to change your life. I'm telling you, it will change your life. Period.